She's a cutesy little ladybug. And of course, I call everyone ladybugs if I really love them. Of course, she's not a ladybug. She's huge, but she's so beautiful. She's a mammoth, of course. And she has blonde hair.
I thought I did an amazing job at doing the Latina makeup, but apparently I did awful. You guys were so disappointed. But I don't give up, and I'm giving this another go. I even bought longer eyelashes this time. I can't believe I'm putting foundation on. Oh my god. I already have full eyebrows, but I'm just gonna make them a little bit darker. I'm carving out my eyebrows. I look like a minion. I didn't add foundation, I added concealer to my face. We'll see how it looks. Let's just blend. Okay, this looks even and yellow. Let's contour. The YouTube video said they powder. I hope I'm doing a good job. Literally adding more bronzer. Like more. Eyeliner, apparently the longer the better. Okay, wow. Eyelashes time. Eyelashes are just not working. Someone said add brown lipstick. A little lip gloss. I don't think this is bad. Are we liking it? Ready with me to go get my nails done. Before I say anything else, we have to take a moment to acknowledge the heatless curls. Anyways, I have not gotten my nails done in so long, since before we went to Hawaii, if you couldn't tell by looking at them. So I am so excited to get my nails done today. I was supposed to get my nails done on Saturday, but then Sue was sick, so we rescheduled till today. After I was sick for the full month of December, I will do anything to not get sick again. Anyways, today's the day I'm finally getting my nails done, and I am so excited. I haven't seen Sue in probably like a week and a half, but for some reason it feels like so long. I don't know why I always do this before nail appointments, but I literally need to leave in like 10 minutes. Also, guys, I did film my Q&A video for YouTube. Honestly, it got pretty deep. Talked about my family, like leaving the church, me and Mark breaking up. We're still together, but like a year ago we broke up. My parents' divorce and all that kind of stuff, and it's gonna come out on Saturday, so if you're interested, you should watch that. I have a really exciting meeting today. It's an hour away, and the collab isn't coming out until Black Friday. So far away, but I'm really excited about it. Also, with a brand I really love that I've posted with a bunch of times. Anyways, I'm trying to decide between two different Valentine's nails. I'll put my inspo pics on the screen of my nail vlog. There's so many different red and pink nails. It's so hard to decide. I do need to leave in like 2 minutes. I'm all done with my makeup and I need to leave right now, so I'll see you guys for a nail vlog.
Something I will never understand is when you're friends with a girl and you find out that her boyfriend is a cheater, or even worse, they try to come on to you. And so of course you tell your friend, and instead of them getting mad at the guy, they cut you off. This happened to me before, where I was dating a guy and I introduced him to my best friend at the time. For some reason, I had gave him her number because we were all meeting at a party and I think he was gonna get there before me. So I was like, just call her when you get there so you're not like lost. So a few days later, my friend calls me and is like, hey, your man is calling me to come over. And it was 2 o'clock in the morning, so you know exactly what he was calling her for. So I was like, oh, okay, because immediately all feelings went out the window. Like, you're trying to hook up with my best friend. Like, of all people on earth, like, this guy was very good looking. He could have got with anybody, but you want to hook up with my best friend? Like, you are demonic. Like, you have to go. So we immediately went into like sting operation mode because I wanted to catch him red-handed, of course. So I had my friend call him back on three-way, and this man was so stupid. Like, he should have known something was up because she was asking him like all of these different questions and he's just yapping his gums away, like just talking like a little parakeet. And then finally I jump in on the phone and it goes silent. Like, I literally gagged him, you guys. Like, I could hear the lump in his throat forming when I came onto the phone. So he's trying to talk his way out of it, but like, he got caught red-handed. And this is how I know this guy was like truly deranged, because then he starts crying on the phone, like trying to manipulate me. Like, this man was sobbing on the phone, and even I got uncomfortable because I'm like, bro, we haven't even been dating that long. Like, it's not even that serious. So he's just crying. Me and my friend are just laughing at him, like hyena maniacal, laughing at this man while he's crying on the phone. We're just like, and I was so happy in that moment because it was like my first sting operation and it was so successful. After that, I never talked to him again, never saw him again, was just totally done. And the next day, me and my bestie went to Ted's Montana Grill and we got margaritas. And I just feel like that's how every situation like that should end, with you just laughing at the man on the phone while he's crying and then go getting drinks. But yeah, don't ever let a man come in between you and your best friend, like ever.
My ex ruined his life and I'm buzzing about it. Story time. So I found out that my ex was having an affair. He told me that he'd found a woman at work and he'd fallen in love with her. He told me that he no longer loved me and that he wanted a divorce. And we had been together since we were in our teens. Bearing in mind, he'd known this woman for 3 months. And we had 3 children together as well. And I desperately fought for our marriage, but he simply just would not stop seeing this woman. This one weekend, he disappeared from Friday afternoon till Sunday night. And that was the final straw, so I was like, see ya, and I threw him out. And he immediately moved in with this other girl. The only excuse he ever gave me was that there was just something about this girl and he deserved to be happy. And that was it. That was the excuse for throwing literally everything away. We ended up finalising the divorce in early 2022. So although I had some very strong feelings towards him, I faked it enough to get some pretty favourable divorce terms from him. Seeing that he was so intent on being with his dream girl super quick that he wasn't really intending on having a long divorce. In the end, I got to keep my house, which was good because I bought this from my grandma. I did have to give him quite a hefty payout though. And throughout all of it, the kids took it really hard. My eldest son told him that if he chose this other woman, then he would not have a relationship with his son anymore. But my daughter does have somewhat of a relationship. But their conversations end with my daughter being really upset most of the time. So, about 4 months after the divorce goes through, my ex contacts me. He realised he'd made a horrible mistake and was asking if he could come home. So it turns out this dream woman was actually a really nasty piece of work and a not very nice person at all. So I used this opportunity to tell him exactly what I thought about him as a person. And whilst I was at it, I thought I might as well throw him what he was like as a father and as a partner. I told him that this is his life now. I told him that he no longer had a home at this house and to never even try contacting me ever again. So a few things have happened since that meant he's tried to contact me again. I'm also aware that this is not the right shade, but we'll sort it out. First of all, I met someone. My sister introduced me to someone who she works with who is also divorced. We got on so well and have been seeing each other since last summer. It's quite nice actually because neither of us want to get married again. And secretly, I think he deserves all the pain he's going through in regards to the kids. He destroyed our whole family without so much of an afterthought. Well, too bad, hon. So sad for you. So, he recently ended up telling my daughter that he'd actually broken it up with his dream girl. I found out that the dream girl had nicked all of his money and that money actually turned out to be mine. You know, the money from the divorce settlement? Yeah. Oh, and she also wrote off his car when she was driving drunk, so that's great. And this is all coming from a woman in her 30s. You know, just to remind everyone, coming from a woman who he knew for 3 months and then proceeded to ruin our whole family for. And I act like I feel pretty sorry for him. Inside, I delight that this is the life that he's made for himself. Call me evil or whatever. He brought all of this on himself. So if you're watching this, enjoy your shite 1-bed apartment and your broken down car, hon. Oh, and me and my new partner will think of you when we're on our vacation in Hawaii. I know Hawaii was the place you always wanted to go. Maybe I'll send you a postcard.
You know which group I always found so fucking weird in high school? The pass around group. Now, this will be a group of friends, typically guys and girls, that will have dated every single person from the group, and so have their friends. Like you know what I'm talking about. And I'm always like, whatever disease one of you has, all of you have fucking got. Like, it was the people that had like no girl code, guy code, and it's like, weren't you dating him, but then you come back in a month and she's dating the same guy that fucked on her friend, and I'm like, what is going on? It's just fucking weird. It's fucking weird. And I you know what? Honestly, as long as none of you are related, sure, do your thing. But why are you judgy? Why are you also judgy on top of being like friendship incesty? Like, stop it.
If you ever feel embarrassed, just think about the time I literally begged a girl to fight me so that everyone would think I was from the hood. My Swiftie, Lululemon loving ass, I was trying to tussle. So when I was a junior in high school, in my mind, I was Cardi B. And on top of that, it's just like all the YouTubers like Tana, they were all making story times like, oh, my first fight. So I thought it is literally a requirement that I have at least one fight before I graduate high school. So I decided my ex-best friend is the perfect choice. We would literally be so obvious that we didn't like each other. Like, we were not subtle at all. We'd be like, So we rode the same bus home. So I'm boarding the bus, right? So I pass her on the bus and I see her giving me a side eye. And inside I'm like, yes, this is my moment. It's time to fight. I whip around all dramatic and I'm like, bitch, can you stop giving me side eye? And this girl, she responds back, she's like, bitch, I'm not giving you side eye. I'm like, yes, you are. So we're going back and forth about this side eye, but I'm not getting anywhere. This girl is still in her seat and I'm like, if I want this girl to throw a punch, it's gotta get a bit more serious. She had these multicolored braids that were blonde, pink, and purple. And I was like, bitch, be quiet with your Barbie dreams looking ass hair. And I literally thought I ate with that. So then eventually I'm like, come hit me, come hit me. And she doesn't, obviously. She's like, if you want to fight so bad, come hit me first yourself. I'm like, and so then I get scared. I'm like, ooh, she called me out. She caught on. Moral of the story, don't fight people. It makes you ugly. Okay, bye.
Gorgeous, gorgeous girls always over blush. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls are always in a rush.
It's clear that I'm not white, but my dad's white, so he's gotten into a lot of trouble for having a black daughter. This is him. My dad was the custodian at my middle school, and not all the teachers knew that. My dad and I decided that we were gonna go on a late night walk because we wanted to go to the convenience store, and it so happens that the teachers at my school were having some sort of staff dinner in the same plaza. My dad and I go to the convenience store, and we come out, and I guess the teachers are leaving now. We're walking back home, and we see like a car slow down beside us, and then it like turns all the way over because we're still in the parking lot and like they're on the road. So he drives past us slowly and we make eye contact, and then he like zooms off, but the shock on his face was like, we were like, that was weird, but like whatever. I know for a fact this man went home and couldn't sleep at night thinking, oh my gosh, one of my students is out late at night with the custodian. The next day was a school day and my dad gets called into the office. Right away the principal said like a teacher came to him and they're extremely worried about Destiny. And my dad knew right away what teacher it was and why they were worried. Luckily, the teacher knew my dad, so it wasn't really a big deal. They kind of laughed about it, but this has happened to my dad so much, like in real life, people stopping him and being like, whoa.
Ready with me for a date? Are you guys proud of me for actually committing to go? He just texted me and he said, I'm gonna bring you a bottle of wine. Do you have any preferences? And Amanda told me to send this. Can you imagine? I literally don't have any preferences at all. Like I like all types of wine, so I might say like, bring me your favorite. I'm intrigued, or I don't know what I'm gonna say actually. I decided to tell him cab because I'm being decisive. So I met this man at work the other night, like a week ago, kind of. Basically like, a bunch of people on his team like came in and did happy hour at the bar. Oh my goodness. I like saw him throughout the night, like thought he was cute, whatever. I'm very much somebody that if I think you're attractive, like I will go up and say hi to you. But he was like in constant conversation. He was like with his coworkers, so like I wasn't gonna go interrupt him. And for some reason I was bartending, and normally it was also a night that I wasn't normally scheduled too, so like that was interesting. But he ended up staying like super late, like we were closing and him and just a couple other guys were there, and there was a big group of them to start. I guess one of the bartenders like told him that I thought he was cute or something. He had like come up to me while I was like putting receipts in the computer, and he like kind of gave me a half hug and he was like, hey Bree. I was like, hey. He says, word on the street is I'm taking you out next week. And I was like, oh yeah, where are you taking me? And then we just started talking about like living in Fairfield County and whatever. And I can be like such a huge flirt too. So he was like still sitting at the bar and I went to go hang out with him and the bartenders. And he was like, welcome back. I was like, yeah, I just couldn't stay away. So anyway, I think he's cute. I'm excited. Kind of confused why I'm not drinking a bottle of wine right now. It's like a little bit of a kicker though. He's like kind of a lot older than me. The worst part is, I don't think he knows that. I only know because he was talking to the bartenders and whenever he told them his age, they were like shocked. Because he like looks younger than he is. Like he definitely looks older than me, but like not as much as he is, if that makes sense. I'm like scared to say his age, but I also think that you guys are probably thinking he's a lot older than he actually is, but still I don't want to say it. Hopefully I have enough time to like edit these videos before I go so you guys can be like live in action, you know? I don't think the age difference is that big of a deal though, because majority of my friends are a lot older than me. Granted, he is older than my friends, but still. My coworker told me to say, like, if he asks, a lot of people are shocked to hear that I'm only 22 because I've been told I'm mature. I don't know. That is literally the only thing that makes me, like, nervous. Also, it's, like, raining outside. He just texted me and said, do you want me to bring up the bottle of wine first, or do you want to come down?
He has no idea that I live in a one bedroom with Mandy. Just, you want to go hide? No, I'm not lying to this man. That's a lie. Yes. No, I'm not making. I would do it for you, but I'm not gonna make you. I don't want you to hide. I won't hide you.
I can also simply shut the door to the bedroom. I'm just sitting better.
No, because of no.
I think one thing that was semi-serious with someone.
I was gonna save a roommate, but Mandy said, "Don't explain, just say I'll come down." So that's what I'm gonna do. So I asked Mandy, I said, "So when he hands me the bottle and I sit in the car, what do I do?" And she said that I should just open it and start chugging it. But she's being serious.
Anyone that knows me will not think that's a joke.
That's, yeah. That is something serious. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll just set it down. I don't know. Okay, so that's all the makeup that I'm gonna do for now, but I'm gonna go figure out an outfit and then maybe I'll add liner and I will be adding a lip. But I'll do that in the Get Dressed With Me video because I need to go. Sorry, my brain is all over the place, but I love you guys so much. Wish me luck. Well, wish him luck. Okay, bye.